Okay, so this is how you tighten a chain on a 2003 660 Raptor. On the rear end by the disc for the brakes, there are two bolts on the outside of the housing here that you want to loosen up first. This one here on the top, and then that one there on the bottom. Those are 17 millimeter. So after you break those loose, loosen them up. I've already done it in this case, so just to make the video a little shorter. And then these up here are your chain link adjusters. So take the nut, it's a 12 millimeter wrench, and take that nut and loosen it up enough off of the threads of the bolt where you can move it, or else if you try to tighten this after you loosen this up, it's just going to tighten right back up to the housing, and you don't want that. You want to be able to have it so you can adjust them as much as you need and then tighten those afterwards. So as you can see, I have a lot of room to go. The problem with this chain is that it's just way too loose, and I want to tighten it up. So the proper adjustment's about 1.5 inches on a chain, and as you can see, it just has way too much play in it. So after you break these side bolts loose and then loosen your chain link adjusters, the nuts first, how you actually tighten the chain up, you can either watch the chain move, or in my case, I have the little guide that's not totally worn off yet, and I can still sort of see it. Pretty decent on both sides. It's kind of hard to see in this video, but you want those to be even when you're done. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but you can actually watch the chain move. Once you start, you can feel this tighten up, and it will actually make the chain rise. So just start off with like maybe a half turn or a quarter turn on each, depending on how loose your chain really is. In my case, it's pretty loose, so I'm going to have to adjust it quite a bit to get my proper chain length back to where it needs to be. So I still got a little bit to go yet. I don't know if you saw the chain move, but anyway, when you're all done, make sure your chain is clean and lubricated all the time. A lot of people run a real dry chain and they don't lube it. That's a lot better. It's getting better anyway. So they actually sell a chain link brush, which works really well. If not, just use some kind of brush to clean up your chain first to get all the debris and dirt and whatever off of it. There. That's about where I want to be at. Maybe just a little bit tighter, I guess. Like I said, mine was really loose, so there it is. Okay, so when you're done, you just want to tighten these housing nuts back up on both sides. That'll keep this bolt from traveling. And then, of course, use your 17 millimeter to tighten your housing nuts back up. And that's it.